Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning. We're back. What a day already. Looks like market is having some fun overnight. All right. All right, friends, let's get ready to get going here. Oh, DD table has been fixed. There we go. We got the patch out. Looking good, looking good. What's up, friends? Welcome. Hit that like button on the stream. Let's go. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, whoa. Hello. All right. Streamception here going on here. Wait, what the heck? Oh, I switched my monitors out. Hang tight, guys. Hold on. Hold on. I have a new monitor, so hold on. You kids get to watch Streamception here. Wait, which screen should it be? Oh, that's the wrong one. You have 6 chances to get it right. That's the music one. That's that one. Well. Heyo, we're back. There we go. Morning, how we looking? What's up, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Market open outside of DD band, so see what's going on here. Let me go ahead and get on my stuff set up here. Wait, hold on. The camera is pointing down at my crotch. There we go. That's better. Woo. Oh, I must have. No data? There's data. Hold on, hold on, hold on. This is what comes in. We just put a patch to it. Hold on. We're outside of DD bands anyway, so let's chill on this. Hold on one second, guys. All right, we're outside of DD band, so this is just one thing. Hold on one second. Let me check on this. Give me a second, guys. We're outside of DD bands. No trades today. Just looking at futures outside 59.88. Too low. Don't do anything here but hit those large pivots. Hold on. Outside of DD bands anyways, it's probably a good thing. Hold on 1 second. Alright, let's talk to the data people. See what's going on here. What's up, guys? Good morning. Woo, we're back. You get days like this, you just got to take it easy and sit down on this and let it do its thing. What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Alright, so let me tell you what we're going to do today. What's up, Zoom? What's up, Sup? Getting everything situated again. I'm back. I'm back from the dead. Because I had a terrible flu last couple weeks. Let me go here really quick. All right, so first thing we're gonna do overnight dynamics. Go to the Discord, grab these data data here, and plug it on the chart. Overnight MHP. We already had a signal last night that this is gonna be pretty nasty. Breaking MHP is always bad. 60.25. I'm gonna draw it right here. Does my monitor look sharper, by the way? It looks so much cleaner. I haven't got new monitors in a million years. So I finally got one new monitor. Just one, the center one. My eyes are starting to get kind of old. So I got me an OLED. The monitor looks good. I can actually read the text on it. It's nice and clean. Yep. Monthly maps didn't show it to be very bullish. It showed it to be bull support with resistance. So support down in this area. But with resistances, we had illiquidity pockets at the top. Well, good thing is we have the DD table. That's back up and changed. So ever since the CME group changed what they did, we got a chance to fix that. So now DD should be good on your charts automatically. All right, here's the rule. So you guys know rule number 1, outside of DD bands, there are no short trades. We don't do anything here. We let it fall. You know how this goes. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Hit that like button, those of you on YouTube. We love you guys. Welcome to the stream. All right. Does my camera still look kind of like... Ooh. All right, good. All right, let me draw some rules here. Down here, no shorting. I don't do any shorting. I don't do anything. So basically... longs only, but only on strong pivots. If We have a small data outage this morning, just let everybody know that. Should be fixed within the hour. I sent them an email. See what's going on here. Yeah, we have a data. We put out a release last night, by the way, with our DD table's been fixed, which looks really awesome. So it's good to have our DD stuff in. So we basically read the CME website, we parse the data from their site, and then we use the margin requirements and other data to create the risk interval. And we put that in the DD table for y'all. And CME changed their site, which messed up our bot. And now we fixed it. So every time they change their site, you know, when you write a bot that scrapes the web for information, they just change the format just a little bit, you know, your bot gets all messed up. So right now we have no trading. Usually it's a sit out day. So below DD bands, for the most part, sit out. It's a great day. Market moves this much overnight, just sit out. Didn't lose any money, didn't make any money, nothing. I'm about to take out another 5-figure payout from Elite. I took out 15K a couple days ago, last week. I'll take out probably another 20, 25K. Good morning, guys. So yeah, we'll see what they say with the data in just a little bit. All right, so we're gonna wait on this one, kind of just here and chill on it. Gotta love when you wake up outside of DD band. So let's take a look at some longer term pivots here while we're just chilling. All right, so NASDAQ on the outskirts. Anytime you're outside of these green bands, right, the market has an 88% chance. This is the stats of closing in between them. You have a 4% chance closing above, 8% below. And so in any of these low probability moves, I don't like to make trades. I make all my trading usually inside of these bands. Long pivots are typically an option to trade off of inside of here. Not really sure what moved the market. Let me check the news really quick. I don't know if there's anything that happened overnight. We did break MHP though. Whenever you have a MHP, you get a gamma squeeze. We did break MHP early on within the first hour, and we did note that in the Discord. So this week on the news, PMI in 6 minutes. Okay, that can move the markets a little bit. What else do we have? We have holidays. We have a holiday on Wednesday. Not sure when Jimmy Carter's funeral is going to be, but you know, typically presidential death is always followed by a national day of mourning, which does shut down the stock markets. You guys remember last time it happened was Elder Bush, I think in 2018. And the last time a president passed over the holidays was Gerald Ford, and his day of mourning was on January the 2nd. So you had 2 consecutive back-to-back days. So chances are the National Day of Mourning will likely be after the new year. So expect maybe Thursday, Friday, or the following Monday to be a stock market closure. So is it January the 9th that they announce it? Oh, okay, cool. So it's going to be 2 Thursdays from now. Okay. Yeah, I was late today to check the news. So 2 Thursdays from now, will be a stock market day. Both the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ closed down. So that should be it. Future should still be open, though. Probably for at least a half day, if not a full day. I need to double check on that. Anyways, let me look here. This information here. So outside we have, let's do some impact red lines really quick while we're waiting and chilling. We're getting our data to come through, and then we'll have some information for you guys. So let's look. You guys know the rule. Open up a tick chart. This is one of the best techniques you can do for finding return pivots. So this is kind of like a cool sit out day, right? And the market's crashed out. I have a question. Everybody in chat. How many people in chat didn't take a trade? We lost MHP and y'all didn't do anything. Market falls and you sat out. Say like, tell me I sat out. I didn't lose money. Did we teach you right? I didn't even say anything. We just stay outside, DD man. You guys sit out. You're playing games now. This is one of the best techniques you can do. I'm about to show you something. You sat out. You guys sit out. Was yellow line a pivot? Yellow line's not considered a strong pivot. Outside of DD bands, yellow line doesn't qualify as an actual pivot for me, so I don't touch it. There's your impact. Let's go down to the run link. This is a NASDAQ. You do this trick 21,628. Everybody write that number down. You will thank me when you see this number is a predictable high volume pivot when we return to it. The other one, the run length, we're going to start tracking it from here. I'm just doing it on Thinkorswim really quick. 144.25. Let's draw a box and show you the catalyst is active. We don't trade when the catalyst is active either. Let it fall. Just let the market do its thing. I got all my money intact. Come back tomorrow, have another 20K day. Why the hell not? Make a box of 144.25. Feel better now. Like I flew for like 2 weeks. You guys remember that? Oh God, it was horrible. Can I pick one less pumpy song? Dude, I honestly, I only have music to fill up the void. This is all generic. Copyright free stream music that like every streamer uses. All right, catalyst is active. You guys see how this works, right? Down in here, cat active. Don't touch it. So we're going to mark it. Big line here. Say cat active, right? Make sure he's not writing in Discord this. We don't touch the market anywhere close to that, do we? Let's give it a something that's easy to see for you guys. All right, look. No trades on a catalyst is active. Let me show you something that happens. Typically what happens is the volatility goes out of control. Can you see the difference, everybody? Y'all see the difference here, right? Is it 157? Okay. All right. Hold on, let me do it. Oh yeah, we have the DD tables now. Okay. 157, right? Okay. Thank you. Go back, baby. Okay, let's do it again. 400. There. Right there. All right. So when a catalyst is active, what you do, you don't do anything, right? It's one of our 2 sit out rules, and period. What tends to happen when you have a catalyst, the market is crazy. So when an event turns into a catalyst, the volatility spirals out of control. And we scream in Discord, catalyst is active. If you do anything right now as a trader, you're a fucking moron. So like, look at what I'm telling you. Does everybody see there is a stark difference between here and here and how the market's moving? First and foremost, as the market is like diving and pulling back, there's like little tiny V's, right? Little tiny V's. But then you break through one risk interval on an event, whatever the event may be. It could just be selling that causes the own event. You see how the volatility is now spiraling out of control. Big V's, small V's, big V's. You see that? Does everyone see a difference between here and here? Big difference. Events tend to catalyze a faster move that's exponential. It starts to curve lower, not just move lower, but curve lower. You can start to see there's a little bit of curvature to this as it can possibly speed up. So we don't trade in events because the market can move super fast like this. Sit out for the day, baby. You nailed it. Why wouldn't you short when the trend is short? Or in, oh my God. No. This is what you don't do. Here, at least we'll teach you something. It's a good thought process, right? Why not jump into something? So if you guys never watched me trade before, I show my history and I show my performance reports. I trade about 80-85% some months historically, like trading futures. So like a bad month for me is like 70% win rate. I achieved that by not chasing a trend, especially when the greater market is mostly bullish. As the market wants to be bullish, I only have 3 specific rules I short from. That's it. Only 3 rules. When the market is short and selling off, all I do is sit back, let it fall. Tomorrow, the next day, I get a chance to turn back around. As everybody is trying to tell you, you got to trust and stick around, and you'll learn why. You will learn that the best thing you can do when the market's trending, and it's like in a crash like this, when the market was bullish and then it just mysteriously sells off. As a trader, the goal is to sit out and preserve your capital. Let everyone else chase the fluster. It doesn't mean anything. I'll make 30K in a day when the market just moves this much. That's it. So the idea, yo, what's up, Big Ken? Appreciate you, man. Like, so the whole point is that we have a way to identify it. What a risk interval is, and it's something that we pulled out of the CME group. So if you're a futures trader, let me tell you something. The CME group makes something called margin requirements, right? And margin requirements are actually a little bit of hidden information that teach you ranges of the market, okay? And so the margin requirement is decided to be a risk range of the market. These green lines, we call them DD bands, have to do with the margin. Anytime you're outside of the DD band, the market is in a low probability zone. As a matter of fact, what we reverse engineered from the CME group, the market, 88% of days will stay inside of these bands and only 8% of days will close below them. So we are in a low probability environment already. Number 2, when a spontaneous event happens, half the distance of this band, both the bands and this half distance here called a risk interval, is based on the margin requirement. When the market moves beyond the expected range, market makers start having problems keeping the market stable. Margin calls run rampant. When margin calls run rampant, you start having a domino effect where squeezing begets squeezing begets squeezing, and the market starts to curve lower. Why it's impossible to trade here is not because you picked the direction wrong. It's because the drawdown too short. The V's get insanely bigger once you break exactly one risk interval, which is this pink line and a catalyst is active. The market does this. You might be right trying to short it, but how do you feel being upside down 200 points on NASDAQ before you're right? The drawdown will kill you. That's the whole point. Diddy bands. We should call them Diddy bands because they touch you inappropriately in a way. But DD was. Should we like rename the Doomsday? Because of the Diddy thing. God, it does sound like I'm saying Diddy. Okay. So a long time ago, what it is a market structure thing. And when structure is broken, when we first did this indicator, some of our teammates were like, oh, it's kind of like a doomsday meter, right? We were like called the doomsday band. Because whenever it happened, the market would just absolutely fall apart. And so the funny thing was, we just like, the name stuck and we called it DD for doomsday. But it predicts instability in both ways. So what you can see, and let me zoom in so it's easier to see. And I'll show you on the S&P as well. So we have a couple really strong rules, right? Especially when you've broken this band pre-market. Automatically, we call it a sit-out day. There's no reason to come in here and try to chase this. There's only a couple of long pivots I can take at the bottom, but I don't chase a short. And this is exactly why. Let me zoom in so you can see it. Especially if you're doing trader funding programs, right? You guys know me. I'm a funded live trader with elite trader funding, by the way. I trade their actual money. They give me a fucking fat trading account to trade with, and I trade their money. I've been taking payout, my first payout from them, from the live account last like Monday or Tuesday. I'm about to take another one. So these guys, I've been using their stuff, and if you trade and drawdown's a big deal, which you do if you're doing funded programs, you don't want to mess with it. So one thing that happens is everybody see how the market has curved as it's fallen. That's because selling created selling. It's like a bunch of people don't want to sell, but they get forced to sell because the market falls and it bumps them. And then they sell and it bumps someone else. It bumps someone else. This is a domino effect when it curves like this. Curvature is automatically considered self-catalyzing. What made the market fall? When it curves like this, it made itself fall. It was a domino. It didn't have any event, any news. Nothing really could have caused that. And by the way, the PMIs, I think, just came out, right? Came out that. So the point is that during a catalyst, you don't want to deal because look at how much drawdown you can take if you pick wrong. Like, where do you short from? So 360 to 430 is 70 points of drawdown that you would have had to, if you would have just chased a short, 70 points of drawdown. And then an hour later, you're finally up a little bit. The reward is small and the risk is big for these waves. So when a catalyst is active, we train you that the best course of action to sit out because of the drawdown. It's the amount of upside down you'll take before you eventually ride. Yo, what's up, Banana? My boy. Everyone give a shout out to Banana, one of my favorite friends here, chilling. We got to rename the Diddy bands because it touches your trading account inappropriately. Is that joke too soon or what? Okay, let's double check. So what you do is you go to Rocket Scooter, you go to our platform, and you get these numbers from this table at the bottom. You click this thing, bottom right, and you scroll down to the futures contract that you want. S&P, for an example, is 41.75, right? So we're gonna go here, and I'm showing you Thinkorswim right now because we have a small data outage. 41.75, and I'll show you how to do the calculation. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna load up a tick chart, which is a time independent chart, just ticks as candles. If you guys don't know what a tick chart is, come to the class today. I'll talk about it, give you more information. I like to use a 25. It's easier to see. And you look for like these big runs down, and you're trying to measure this one particular thing. You're trying to find a starting point where the market has moved a certain direction and not recovered half of the move on its first bounce up. An example, we're just kind of like trucking along and there's this big flurry of red candles that doesn't retrace half and it keeps going. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna measure from the first little candle here that moves down. You see where my mouse is, it doesn't retrace half, right? It doesn't make its way there. So there's your starting point. This first spot is known as an anchor point. All your measurements are done from here. And if you do this, I promise you will have two back pocket indicators. Every crash we've had in the last month, I've avoided and taken almost no loss. These indicators are back pocket crash detectors. When you have them, just get out of the way. Let Wall Street be in the fucking flurry and you just go play Call of Duty or something. You know what I'm saying? Just chill. Because this is the point where there's no structure. When a catalyst is active, there's absolutely no structure. When there's no structure, the market's particularly random and fucked up, so don't even play, right? So check it out. Anchor point. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to measure. We're going to look for a specific pattern on a tick chart. You're looking for a place where the V that you see gets bigger and then smaller. Okay, here where it's bigger, here where it's smaller. You're looking for V's getting bigger, V's getting smaller. You're looking for volatility to go up and collapse a little bit. This is the VIX. So we're going to look for this, right? Over here to the right. Let's scroll over. Like, okay, V's are getting bigger. V's are getting bigger. Right? Let's just keep going. And right here. So if you're to look on this chart right here, you can see how the V's are somewhat smaller. And here, the V is really big. And here, the V's are small. Do we all see what I'm talking about? It's like how much it goes down and bounces up. This one goes down big and bounces up. So there's a V. There's a V. There's a V. Small. Big, small, and what you want is that peak of that biggest volatility burp. All right, and this is all math. You guys don't know what's like going on behind the scenes. You guys ever know like where the team of engineers and mathematicians have put together some structured things in the market. It's a whole new style of trading. So watch this. If I put this exactly right here, then that's what's called an impact line. This red line right here in the middle, exactly here, is a high volume pivot when you return the other day. So like in a couple more days, if we rally back up, whatever this is, 6,005 will be a massive balance point. It'll be a pivot. So if I'm trading, I'll trade right back up to that exact line and call it. So this guy, we're going to right click and we're going to call it impact line. We all know this. So it's a predictable high volume pivot. It's a high volume node when you return to it. Knock that down. From the same anchor point, and actually what we're going to do is we're going to draw this other run length for the length of the day. We're going to trace this all the way down to the low. And at the end of the session, it's also going to create another high volume pivot. So this is a lesson on catalysts, and we have one of our 20 classes that we teach. So we have a course series that we teaches you how to identify a catalyst. It's a complete game changer as far as like giving you back pocket crash indicators. All right, so these two red lines are going to be strong pivots coming through, so we'll talk about it in a little bit. Let me go back to the tick chart. Pull up Rocket Scooter one more time. Go here. S&P 4175. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a little box from that gray anchor point of 4175. You guys can go back and watch the stream if you want to learn this technique. This is for any futures contract and any number in that table. If something's crashing, just stay out of the way. You will thank me later. I'm going to make a box of 4175. Okay, that's the distance in that table. And the box is there so just so you guys can see, like, you know, the distance. Wait, where the hell did it go? Oh, oops. I'll put it down there. So we're going to go here. And we're going to put this right at that gray line where it started. Boom. All right. Now we're going to come up. Oh, and it's actually right where that red line actually is. It's cool. Okay, so catalyst active, right? And let's come back and we'll deal with this one later. Okay, catalyst active. Actually, no, let's not do that. I'm going to draw another big fat pink line right at the bottom of this box. We're going to call it catalyst active line. Watch. The only way, and the great question you're asking, the only way to make money as a trader, I'm going to teach you something, is to not lose money as a trader. When volatility is out of control, your drawdowns can be out of control. Does that make sense? So, hey guys, what's up? Jonathan, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man. If you guys are here, hey veterans, I want y'all do me a favor. Head over to YouTube. Don't forget to hit the like button on the stream. We have a ton of new people in the stream today. A ton. Like, go let them know from your opinion about what Rocket Scooter is. I'm not here to like drop a sales pitch on people, but I want you guys to go tell the new folks what it is we do here. Okay. So when a catalyst is active, there's two things you're going to see. Okay. Watch this. When a catalyst is active, there's a point in the market where structure is broken. You will see this very thing. All right. Not only if the market is selling like this, right? And sometimes you guys use like trend lines, right? Lower lows, etc. What happens when a catalyst is active is the lower lows get exponentially lower. You start to see at the point a catalyst happens, it curves lower, which means it's not just falling steady, it's arcing. And when it's arcing, the waves get bigger as it's falling instead of like a normal event, right? The event typically happens on bad news and the wave is big and then it tightens up and then retraces and then, you know, ends the day, like CPI or something might do that. A catalyst, however, does this. It gets crazy. The V's get bigger as the day goes by and you just stay the fuck out of the way. And the fact that I started doing this, you've never seen me blow up a trading account on stream. You guys have seen me make a fucking fortune live in front of your very eyes. And it's made by not losing money. And let me show you the curvature right here. Can you all see this, new folks? Let me show you. One of our classes on how to detect catalysts. Can you see the curvature? If I were to draw a trend line here, you could see that it's speeding up. It's acceleration. Look at this. Do we see the speeding up? Everyone. Do we see it? You can predict it once you break a risk interval on a single day event. Y'all see that? The lows are becoming even lower at a faster rate. So anywhere down in here is a no trade zone. No trade. Anyway. Oh, my bad. My big fat fucking head's in the way. Y'all see that? Okay. Here's a trend line of the lower lows. And you see this right here, right? You see how much the V's are exponentially getting bigger. Right? The last thing you want to do is choose where to short. This one on the S&P, you're upside down 15 points. This one, you're upside down 25 points, right? This one, or sorry, 15 points, 25, maybe 30 points. You'll see that. You're playing the new Elden Ring DLC? Oh, hell yeah. How do I calculate the risk interval again? We're going to find that on Discord. The risk interval, Neil, is in the platform. So on the Rock Scooter platform, which you guys subscribe to, you go here, you pull this number out of the table. It's a hack. We reverse engineered the CME span protocol that sets margin requirements. Yours truly figured it out. And so their margin requirements are set on expected ranges. We take the margin requirements and we calculate the expected range from it. They've never released it to the public on how their mechanism works. They teach you how CME teach you how span works, but they don't teach you all the pieces of what they use inside of it to make their determination. Like, how do we calculate the margin requirement? I figured it out in 2016. This one number is going to tell you here, right here, that the market is out of control. There's no structure today. Your indicators will fail. They will not work. Your supports will just blast through. The market can very well do this and do this. This is a day when historically, when a catalyst is active, this is a day that you just wish you would have sat out, because when you look back, you go, oh my God, I wish I just wouldn't have touched the market today. And when we get that signal hours before the market opens, I just wake up and go, yeah, whatever, let the market crash and sit out. Does everyone see this? Oh, yeah, we teach you statistical edge here. All right, boys, what do y'all think? New folks here. Jonathan. So a couple of the tools we do, all the things we do are to predict market structure, high volume. As a matter of fact, just to prove to you that there's something magical about this exact number, exactly where that pink line is. Don't let me be the first to tell you. There is a high volume pivot where structure falls apart. Oops, let me, hold on. This is a mic drop moment. This calculation is to the penny accurate. Let me show you how. Oops. From ahead of time. And this is one of our favorite classes we teach. We actually taught this one last week. Watch this. At exactly where this pink line is. Watch. Exactly 41.75. Look at the high volume spike on the dot. That's how accurate risk interval is. There is hidden structure that the exchange has on the market. The casino has rules, and there's certain things that happen to keep the market in check. And when that structure point is broken, look at how much selling pressure came just out of a pass from here to here. So what we're known for is the group that can predict volume. I'm an engineer. That's my background. So to us, it's all about statistical edge and predicting volume. Negative jacks, negative gamma exposure. Market makers will flip the other way. Oh, fixed error, dude. We've got a handful of back pocket indicators, crash detectors. A couple of them. Number one, these automated bands on Rocket Scooter. When the bands are broken, structure is broken already out the door. So let me show you on the futures chart what to expect here. The green line is also predictable high volume pivot. It has to do with margin calls as well, but it's a static structure point, not a catalyzed one. So the green line, if you guys remember, thank you. I heard eggs. So this is where the catalyst line was right here. This is where the DD bands are. When you break through DD band, there's also a gamma squeeze. So we had two gamma squeezes compound on each other. We had two back pocket sell indicators. Rock Scooter prides itself in being a risk management platform. So this is predictable high volume. This was predictable high volume. So both of our indicators. So we have a couple rules, right? DD band break. It's irrational, right? The market's gonna be crazy. A rule outside of the band is there's no chasing shorts because the volatility is so high, you're gonna get squeezed. No chasing shorts. So that is one of our rules we teach. So when you wake up, you literally wake up to this. You go, I'm going to take the day off. I'm going to play some Call of Duty or something, right? I'm going to go chill and hang out. Catalyst is active. Automatic sit out. Don't even touch until the catalyst, until you return to that. Until we get above 59.74, auto sit out, nothing. This is safety rules. I promise you this. It doesn't take hundreds of points to move to make millions of dollars a trader. You guys watch me on my stream. I make 20 to 50K off of 15-point moves. It doesn't take much, but I only take high probability setups. So I'll let you know. Somebody asked. So David, I trade a bunch of different accounts. I trade Apex, PA accounts. I have a live funded account with ETF, which is their account. The ETF account is up roughly 198%. You asked my percent gain for the year. So that's my live funded account I've been trading. It's up about 198%. And that's in 6 weeks when I got it. I also traded trading contests. I traded a global trading contest in October and I won first place. Thank you very much. So I do a lot of different stuff. I also have a live account that I trade my own account as well. So they're all up different percentages and different things. But whatever I show on the stream, I usually just share it fully with you guys. All right. So there's another rule that we have, which we're going to double check in just a second. VIX risk interval rule. Now, the risk interval that we talked about that shows when catalyst is active and stuff, if you apply it to the VIX as well, auto sit out as well, okay? When the VIX is going out of control, you also sit out. So we had an indicator here to sit out, a second one to sit out. I'm just going to check the VIX really quick and see what's going on there. It's great to have all these things like pop up in a lesson. And I'll tell you guys, if you ever wanted back pocket indicators to say, oh, hell no, I'm out today. This is it. This is what we pride ourselves in. It's not technical analysis, it's volume prediction that we do here. So let's see what the VIX is doing. Again, go to the table, go here, go to VIX. Oh, we got to update the VIX still. We didn't fix the whole table. Okay, VIX is probably not changed though. Let's go back. It was 3 and some change. Let me go back to where VIX was. You guys remember what the old VIX risk interval was? Damn it. You got the table halfway fixed. So I have any of the old boxes here. It's usually close to 3. So VIX is not anywhere close to it. Is it 3.3, Garrett? Thank you, yeah. So if VIX has moved 3.3 in a single Globex session, which it hasn't, so we're not there yet. So 3.3 from 16.7 will be about like 20 on the dot. So VIX is far enough away to where there's not a last minute thing. But look at this. Ever since I started talking, you might have seen like a bunch of green candles. Like, oh, let me get on the long here. But let's say the market's just fucked up. Let it be fucked up, right? Oh, the AI song winner. Yeah, we got to do all of our contests this week. I had the flu, so I moved to a new house, right? A couple weeks ago, and I immediately got the flu, and for like a week and a half, I just like in and out, and then holidays and stuff. So we got to do the contest. So what we're doing is if you are a member, okay, a couple contests we're having, right? I need to do the lifetime giveaways. So lifetime membership is access to the platform, Discord. We have our 20 days probability mindset course. It's just 20 days masterclass. Teach you everything you need to know about risk management, sit out, position management, everything. Why do I know to wake up today and not even touch the market? I know it's going to be shit. Market's just inches way lower with a lot of volatility. You know, these indicators are great to have. We teach you how they work. In 20 days, the courses themselves are usually part of the program. We don't charge for anything. If you're just using Rocket Scooter, the courses are free. But Rocket Scooter itself is a membership. Just letting you guys know, the platform itself has a monthly membership that you can try for 99 bucks for the first month. And it comes with the platform, the data, all the stuff that we have, your liquidity maps, all of that are there. And we'll teach you all that stuff. It's a 20 days class, but if you want to just do the classes, they're 20 bucks for the whole month. And I recommend that you guys do this. The stuff you're teaching right now that I'm teaching you, back pocket sit down indicators, Catalyst Day is one in the classes. And we just made them $1 a class. Like, it's basically nothing. And all funds that we raise here, by the way, I'm the CEO of the Rocket Scooter Company, the company that made this trading platform that you see on the screen. We're a team of 20 engineers that built this thing. And so, or 20 employees that built this. And essentially all money comes in, supports the company. We keep developing more tools and more things to the platform. So, you know, we're trying to be big like Thinkorswim. We appreciate the support of everything we're doing here. Oh. No. Bro, there's a real edge. Have you seen my Twitter account? Look. I peaked top 5 in the Robbins Cup, the Global World Championship of Futures. Last October 31st, I got first place in a global futures trading competition. Dude, I wreck face. I got a live funded account from Lead Trader Funding, and I'm up 198% in 6 weeks. There's edge. There's no trading today. It's a sit-out day. I have a higher win rate than you and anyone you know as a trader. That's a fact. Anyone you watch. I roughly trade 75 to 85% win rate, and this is why. Of anybody on YouTube, anybody that trades on social media, I have the highest win rate on planet Earth, probably in the Milky Way galaxy. There aren't aliens that trade better than I do. And part of it is knowing when not to play. I even told you an hour ago that it's going to curve down and speed up. Yeah, I got a crystal ball in my hands. So the idea is like, just, you don't trade everything. If you trade everything, you're a fucking idiot. That's it. If you try to trade every single thing, there's a saying we have. It's that a hungry wolf in the forest that chases every squirrel that moves is going to be too tired to even chase down the wounded pig that walks by. That's it. Svan says, oh, Svan's better than me, though. He goes, his trade report says 90% win rate. All right. Well, he's better than I am. But he also uses Rocket Scooter. I'm just goofy, though. Like, I'm just being funny, but yeah. But seriously, like, honestly, people are like, why aren't you taking the trade? That's a person that's a loser at trading, no offense. You don't take everything that moves. You have to have a strategy that has boundaries, right? So a strategy that's just unbound, it means I'm always looking for a trade, is a losing strategy. Not you're a loser, your strategy's a loser. My strategy has rules, okay? It has boundaries. And the rules must all check out, whatever they are, for me to even apply it. It doesn't apply everywhere. So for high win rate trading, you have to apply your stuff to only when it applies. That's it. Yeah. But anyways, the platform itself has a fee. So that's what it is. So here's the contests we're doing. A couple contests. Number one, if you're in the monthly membership, one contest, okay? We're going to do it on tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. If you are a monthly member, we're doing a drawing for lifetime. Give away 1 lifetime access membership pass. So that's like the holiday drawing we're going to do. So anybody that is a member period monthly, doing a drawing for 1. Number 2, if you, since we work with Elite Trader Funding, if you spend $250 with them using our link, we're going to do a drawing as well for like bigger shit. Also for lifetime. The first one's going to be a lifetime. So every time you buy some stuff with them, we're going to do a drawing for lifetime as well. It's not sales pitch. It's just the drawings we're doing. And this one is tomorrow. This one's going to be in January. So if you use Elite Trader Funding, right? That's who I use. We're doing a drawing with that. That's it. Sales pitch over. Who trades the day before the 31st? Go out and touch grass. I know, like, do something else, man. Do something chill. All right. Let's see what's going on with the data. Tomorrow's your birthday. What's up? Very nice. What do you guys do for New Year's? Anything good? So the rule of thumb, and I'll teach you guys this. The rule of thumb is when the catalyst is active, there's just no trading. The reason for that is the obvious curvature of the market. You don't know how bad it's going to get, but it is speeding up. And where you just think it's right time to enter short, it might do this. And then it can do this. It becomes unstable. There's no trending. The market is just flip-flopping on margin calls right now. Does Elite connect to Trade-Evade? It does. People front-running quarter trade day. Oh, yep, that is true. That is absolutely true. You nailed it. Liquidity. Happy birthday, by the way. Hell yeah, Fixed Air. What are you doing for your birthday? Anything fun? Gonna see Jeff or Curie. Nice, nice. First time in 21 years that both your daughters have gone for New Year's. Your wife and I are both excited and totally confused. Bro, just you and her just sit on the couch, pop a bottle of champagne, watch the ball drop on TV, and just enjoy the quiet. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. We're going to a bougie lounge with iDoc's family. Same place I had my birthday last year, if you guys remember. You guys remember I did my birthday party? I'll show you where my birthday was. Usually have a pretty solid New Year's thing, but we're like, all of our friends are out of town. We were gonna go out of town, but we're like in save money mode. So we just literally bought a house. So we just dropped 20% on $1 million house. So you know how that goes. We're like, let's save money this year. Hold on, let me show you when my birthday was last year. This is where we're going. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little lounge. It's chill. Not that. I don't need that. They're gonna, like, our data provider just reached out. They're like, we have a thing. They're gonna reset our data, but that should be up in a little bit. Come on, where are we at here? Let me see if I can find a picture of this. It's just taking a little bit to load up here. Yeah, it's in the platform under the yeah, DD band is underneath. We'll get our SPY data going on just a little bit. Just give me a second. Your future in Discord. Oh, what's up, bro? Yeah. I was chatting with you last night, yesterday. Hold on, let me show. Here's my Insta. Hold on, let me show you where my birthday was. Wait, 2023. Hold up. Oh yeah, here's where my birthday was. Okay, wait, not there. Well, that's the second part of the birthday. Hold up. So this was a fun experience because I'll tell you the story of my birthday. But this is the club right here. Adrian was there. This is actually Adrian. Adrian filmed me. They made me stand on the table. But it's here. It's like a bougie lounge club. You know, they do like the bottle service signs and stuff. It's a really chill place. We're going to go here for New Year's. There's like mermaid dancers and a Poseidon statue. Yeah, it's kind of chill. Fire breathers. So we're anybody in Houston, we're going to CL this year. If y'all are out, just come say hi. And then my buddy, so this club right here, fun story. One of my best buddies, partner of that club, he was at my birthday, and we're sitting there at the end of the night. You know, we just planned on dinner, and we had like 25 people at dinner, and we got a huge long table in the middle. My buddy was like, "Hey man, why don't you come with me real quick?" Like they basically were dropping the bill, you know. And I pulled out my card to pay for it, and one of my friends stole, you know, the the car or stole the bill and like paid it. And he was like, no, he's like, don't worry, we got it. This is on us. And I was like, no. He's like, don't worry, I got it, bro. He's like, but I got a surprise for you. Come outside. Adrian was there, dude. We had fun that night. So I went out and my buddy like pulls up, right? I hear this and this like just bright red Ferrari just pulls up, right? And he's standing there with his arm around my shoulder. He's got a surprise for you, man. And I was like, wait, I was like, did you buy me a Ferrari? He was like, no, man, but you a Ferrari? Buy myself a Ferrari. That's mine. I was like, you got yourself a Ferrari? He's like, don't you have one? He's like, yeah, no, man, I got 3 now. He's like, I just wanted this one. And I was like, I'll take the car, though. He was just laughing. He was like, no. He's like, that's not your surprise. But it's funny because I saw a brand new car drive up without, license plate or nothing on it. And he's like, I got a surprise for you. So my buddy who did that, he was part owner of that place where we had our dinner. And he was part owner of this club. And basically, they had booked the one where everybody's like dancing around, the drummer and stuff. And they had the signs with my face on it. So essentially, they booked 4 tables in the club and like basically a whole half of the place for me and my friends. It was awesome. They invited everyone I knew. There's like 150 people there. It was crazy. I didn't invite anybody, and just the craziest thing I've ever been in my life. Friends just showed up and they called everybody, and then they comped the whole thing. It's pretty dope. So I was so flattered. I never felt so cool in my life. I was like, I didn't even know half these people here at the party, but they all knew me. They're like, happy birthday, Matt. Oh, it's good to see you, man. I was like, friends of friends of friends. So what turned out to a little small thing with me and my buddies, like Adrian was there. Some of my closest friends were there. Turned into this massive party where there was like all 4 tables by that corner by the DJ were ours. And I thought I was getting a free Ferrari. I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'll take it. My friend was like, he just goes, oh, you know Ferrari, bro. I was like, oh, man. He's like, I'll let you drive this one, though. I was like, no, I don't want to mess up your new car, man. I'm a little drunk. So we got in the car and he drove me all the way across town to where the club was. And we walked up and the whole section in the back was booked. And I walked up and then 2 of the waitresses just walk up at the door. And like he called them in. They walked up and they were like, oh, Matt, happy birthday. Come with us. And they both grabbed me by the arm and they like walked me over there. And I was like, yeah, I felt like a king for a hot minute in my life. It's kind of nice, but anyways, fun story. So that's my birthday 2 years ago. Now that same place where we had dinners, we're gonna go for New Year's. So it's not really that bad. We kind of get hooked up a little bit, but it's a pretty chill. It's not that bad. Tickets are like $150 a person, and it comes with like 3-course meal and champagne and all that stuff. So IDOC's family's in town from Vietnam, so they wanted to do something bougie and loungy, so we're gonna do that. That place is popping. Oh, dude, you been there? Yeah. Wait, are you're from Texas, right? Did you say you're from the Woodlands? I can't remember. Sales popping. It's cool. It's a good. There's a lot of new lounges that they built in town. There's a lot of new places to go, and we were like something that's going to be like a place where we can sit down and eat though with the show. Data's back on for liquidity maps. Oh, nice. Yep. Let's go. Let's double check. Let everybody know. Cool. Okay. So liquidity map, right? This is our claim to fame that we have. We do volume prediction and gamma squeezes. So basically down here, your market maker gamma exposure for monthly options and weekly options is there. We're in negative gamma territory right now, and opening below MHP is crazy in S&P. This is bad. There are no high volume pivots down here to play off of. We all know outside of DD bands, when catalyst is active, we don't trade. Even if there was a catalyst outside of DD band, the only trade is a bull zone trade. We have about a 90% chance that you do bounce there. But when a catalyst is active, we still don't take it. Okay. So SPY below liquidity map looking terrible. Let it fall. Big Ken. So basically the trading platform has a subscription. It's $99 to try for the first month. It's normally $199. But it comes with basically everything, all the tools, all the indicators, the platform itself, the charting, the DOM, all that stuff. And all the education and tools and streaming, all that's just part of it. It's free. So we have about currently 6,000 active subscribed users to the platform. So there's a huge community in our Discord, and mostly they're all futures traders. But there's a lot of stock and options traders in there too. Jared, you're Northside Houston. What's up, man? Oh, fixed. So future, you're saying it looked like a good time, dude. Y'all ever come to Houston? Let me tell you, I need to do a meetup. If y'all come to Houston, I'll take y'all. I'll take y'all all out. We'll have a good time. What's neat about Houston, and don't think I'm someone special. I'm nobody, but a lot of people. I have a lot of connections just because I have a lot of friends that like own shit in this town. If you're in Houston, a buddy of mine just opened a place called Santi. It's a brand new club, and it's like a little loungy thing. But like knowing all these people that own the bars and clubs are like, it's been the coolest thing. They're always like, oh man, we got a soft opening, come out. You know, they're always giving me a call and stuff. So it's the only time in my life I ever felt popular. I'm like the nerdy kid that doesn't really do the socialite stuff, but I somehow always get invited to cool things. So if you guys hang out with me, we'll always get like cool hookups and, you know, exclusive access to things. It's kind of neat. Yeah, we gotta do meetups sometime, man. Tommy knows. What's up, dude? Tommy's from Houston. 2025, we gotta do a meetup. My friends are super nice. They've always been so supportive. One of them calls me Steve Jobs. He's like, you're the next Steve Jobs, bro. He's like, you know, and my friend owns like hundreds of medical clinics all across the region. Like he owns a private equity firm that builds medical clinics, right? This is like next level rich. He's like, bro, he's like, you're gonna be the one that's gonna make me look poor one day. And they're always talking me up. They're super sweet and fun. I'm like the quiet nerdy kid with the Apple Watch. You know, these are guys with like the diamond encrusted Rolexes and stuff. I'm just like the quiet little tech guy. I'm the nerd of the crew. You in? Let's go. Woodland Sean, no way. Oh, iDoc thinks I'm popular. They're all like, no, bro, I secretly. He's like, no, I watch you sometimes. I watch you on YouTube, you know. And I'm just like, oh, I didn't even know people watch me. I'm like, all right. So I'm excited to go to CL. That's actually tomorrow, by the way. It's just gonna be the family, so it's not even gonna be a big group. All right, liquidity maps are back. Let's check QQQ. So here's the liquidity maps, dude. They predict volume flow, and with QQQ. So if there wasn't a catalyst active, which again, high volume pivots are something that, again, I don't trade when a catalyst is active, but it doesn't mean there aren't possibilities to make trades. Now, again, volatility can be very high. What liquidity maps do is they show you where volume flow is going to be. All right. So open, blue, open is a volume path based on market maker options. You can see over here to the right, the code is showing me where there's a possible setup. Now, when a cat is active, I don't trade anything, but there are a couple of pivots that are useful in the worst kind of scenarios. Now, again, when Catalyst is active, you can overshoot pivots before they work. I recommend anybody when Catalyst is active to sit out. Again, I can't give you investment advice. What I do is I let it overshoot and return, and when it returns, then I take the scalp. About a 25 point scalp right here in the S&P futures. 25 to 10 is a 2.5 to 1 trade. So we have discrete reward to risk, by the way. People are asking about it. Big Ken. So what liquidity map does, and I'm a futures trader, it's something that we can actually look at the indices from the equities perspective. So while we talk about DD bands, catalysts, is all future stuff. When you put QQQ side by side with Nasdaq futures, you get a whole different layer to the market. So let me show you something here. Let me load up another chart. So what I do is I put them side by side. Make some space here. I'm gonna load up QQQ chart. I'm gonna put it right over here. And by the way, I just got an OLED monitor. I've never had one. I got a QD OLED, like it's like the newest technology, and I've never seen like a monitor so sharp in my life. Like my monitors are starting to get like fuzzy. I think because my eyeballs are starting to get old. But I was like, I need a sharp monitor, and I got a QD OLED. I'm gonna tell you something. I've never seen such bright, vibrant colors in my life. Like when the HDR was turned on this thing, the red was like, oh god, it's crazy. So now you guys get to enjoy. I mean, y'all don't see, well, the screen capture. You guys get to see the enhanced clarity of hopefully better text. That's what I thought, because I'm capturing the stream to send it to you guys. You will see crisp, razor sharp 2K lettering. It should be a little clearer today if you compare the streams. I'll get my eggs in a little bit. Okay, so here's what we do side by side. I'm going to put futures chart. I'm going to put equities chart. We're going to put them side by side so you can see it. So one of the things that's useful is to look at the market from multiple angles. So there's a couple of cool tricks that we have here. Not only are we like way out of bounds on DD bands here on NASDAQ. Hold on. Okay. So on the equities chart, you can see how futures, right? This is QQQ, QQQ, and NASDAQ futures pivot all at the same time. So you want to look for evidence in the equities market too, of like market moving in a certain direction, right? By the way, everybody in Zoom, head over to YouTube. Let's call it. So we're doing a live Zoom call, by the way, with no delay. If you remember, you get access to our live Zoom call. And there's a majority of our members are there. Lucas, I'll tell you over in YouTube. You guys get over there. So YouTube has like a delay, like 30 seconds, basically. If you're a member, you get the Zoom call, which is fully real time. So just FYI. Now, an example here is in QQQ. We use the options in QQQ to look for flow paths. And what Liquidity Map does is it shows you where possible flow paths are. There's a setup that has support there and there, and then we know any break from here has a trade setup from there. So because I know there's flow paths, I can plan trade setups. Now, one of the rules is when you're outside of DD bands, we don't do the blue. It requires market structure. When you're outside of DD bands, you can do the orange, but you don't do any of them when a catalyst is active. We already covered that. So Liquidity Map is off the table. But pretending Liquidity Map is not off the table, there's setups from here to here. This is monthly gamma. If you're expecting the market to stay bullish for the month, it will hook at 510. So the idea is I'll take a setup from here to here and get 25 points, the 10 point stop, and now I have discrete reward to risk. And that's what we teach here, mapping out a trade. I've got a 2-to-1, 2.5-to-1 trade. I'm just gonna wait for it. When a catalyst is active, it can overshoot, but any reclaiming of MHP is a commit to trade. I can commit to it, even though there's a sit out potential, but it can lose a couple times before it wins. So be very cautious on betting when catalysts are active. If there is a bounce point, it's 510 today. I don't always, I usually sit out when a cat is active, and I'm usually happy that I did. All right. So Liquidity Map is a way to look at options. And what our algorithm actually does, I'm going to teach you guys something pretty cool. What our algorithm does is it looks at all the options that exist. All right, Zoom, everybody head over. YouTube. So no trades today, but that's cool. You guys, like I said, come back. I'm fully transparent. I trade everything I do. You can see everything I do live. I share the results. I share my broker statements. Nobody in social media does that, by the way. I'll share my statements, show how much I make historically. It's right here, look. What we do is we look at all the options that exist in QQQ. We look for zero risk trades. We look for a trader that's traded against a market maker, which means there was a high order, a large order, where there wasn't an ask to fill it. So we know a trader had to trade against a market maker. If the trader was to long and the market maker was to short, for example, we'd see evidence of the market maker shorting. That way we knew the trader was longing, because we'd see equivalent delta weighted call purchases in the options world. Now, again, this is for futures. So I'm going to be talking about options for a minute, but hear me out for like 2 seconds. Let's just show you that this isn't some rinky dink thing. We look in the equity side for extra clues. All right. When we see this tandem trade where somebody bought, I'm making an example, like 100,000 shares of Apple, for example, market maker had to short to them because there wasn't a seller and they bought the calls to hedge. We see this trade together. We look all the way in the market to look for this trade. When you see this setup, we identify it, then we take these calls and we write it down. And we look at every option that ever trades, everything for every stock. I have an army of 10 dedicated server computers crunching options data all day long in Amazon AWS. So we take the raw upper data feed and we analyze the data real time, pull it in, and then we separate out these calls. When there's market maker calls, that means there's a trader that was longing the market, an actual bull. So we extract where those bulls are, and we balance them against the other side of the coin, which is a trader that shorted against the market maker who longed with puts. Okay. We take those calls, we take those puts, the delta weighted of each one of them, and we calculate bull and bear zones. A bull zone is where the long traders are going to be based on options. The bear zone is where short traders are going to be based on options. So now you know which side is more predominant today, class. What zone are we in? Bearish. Clearly, we're in a bear zone. No tricks at all. We're not selling off in a bull zone to buy the dip. We are selling off in a bear zone. Bearish day. So go here for our website. Oh, and by the way, we do this thing. Just sign up. And within 3 days, we go full refund. If you guys don't like the platform, you don't like the service, don't like the classes, within 3 days, a full refund. And in 8 years of doing this, there's never been one person that's ever asked for a refund within 3 days. You can read the reviews on the site. It's worth it for at least a month to check out what it is we do. You guys can read the reviews on Rocketplace. So Rocketplace is the marketplace where we have our stuff listed. You can go here, read the reviews. These are all actual people that bought the thing. This is the thing they bought. Actual customers, and you can read all the reviews. They're all 5-star. A couple 4 stars. Game changer, mind-blowing, education. It's deep dive in the why. Only place to internet with this info. Yada, yada, yada. So our training is pretty good. Nothing comes close to Roxy or things like that. Our whole thing is a different approach to the market. That's why people like it so much. It's not a rehash, it's not technical analysis. It's a whole different style of trading. Nobody's doing this. We invented this process. And what we do is we look for clues to predict volume. Our indicators predict high volume pivots. I already showed you what they do in futures. Now let me show you in equities. Blue and orange is predictable high volume as well when you touch it. So the thing is that when you're trading, you only want to trade where traders are going to be. We find places where weekly options are gamma negative and gamma positive. Don't worry about the option stuff. It's just to tell you that the flow is bullish versus the flow is bearish for dealers to hedge their stuff. All right. So if we know that there's a market maker battleground right here, clearly the algorithmic volume starts to pick up. So every volume spike we try to explain, right? So the idea is that when you're trading, why long here? Why short there? Why long there? Why short? Why do anything except for where it matters? I make all my decisions where volume is going to be. So I'm not doing anything when somebody's like, why aren't you shorting this? Well, even if there wasn't a catalyst active, there's nothing to do until I get to a pivot that matters. And then I make a trade. So the idea is that inside of here, yeah, no refunds and 0 bad reviews in 8 years. There ain't a fucking bad review about Rocket Scooter anywhere on the internet. Period. Don't go be the first one either. But because we do provide something that's different and it's pretty cool. And even if people don't stick around, they still are like, it was still pretty cool. Because people really respect the work we put in. It's not a rehash. Nobody's got the wool pulled over their eyes. It's a whole new process. And I show you guys the technique. And what's really neat about it is that when you can predict volume, that's all that matters. We use options to predict volume spikes. And so I can find out where the traders are going to be. Then I have a better chance of fighting the random market by only longing where people are likely to be longing as well. You can see that there's a flow path off of the blue that pushes up. And you can see there's a flow path off the blue that's trying to push up. But my danger indicator has to be sitting out. But you guys see right here, right? There's clearly support there. But it's a weak support when a catalyst active, so I don't take it, right? What's up, Kula? Newbie of the process would be the few steps and tools you suggest Start at class 1 and go to class 20 and then repeat. We do 20 days, 40 days, 60 days. So just go through all of them this way. So the idea is that whenever you're trying to trade everywhere, you're doing too much. So for me, even if the market's a coin flip, which a lot of times it is, where are the traders going to be to make a good, strong decision here and here? So somebody this morning, why aren't you trading? Why aren't you doing anything? Well, I got to find places that matter. And every time you touch this blue line, there's high volume. As a matter of fact, predicting price action, I think, is a fool's errand. I think that trying to predict price action is going to be just basically a bunch of noise. Trying to use indicators to predict which way price goes is noise. Indicators can't predict price action. Price action can't predict anything. But using options to predict volume is very simple. If I buy SPY 520 calls and they go in the money, and I bought 10 of them, somebody owes me 1,000 shares. So somebody's got to sell 1,000 shares to me, which means they got to go buy 1,000 shares to give to me if I exercise those options, which means I predicted 1,000 shares of order flow. So use that same mentality to predict order flow here in these hedge pressures. This is basically what this is the gamma exposure of just market makers in the trade, the people that are forced to trade to balance their risk to neutral. So you heard gamma exposure models, right? Well, we're the better gamma exposure model because we can isolate just market maker positions because they're forced to trade to neutral. Speculative traders aren't going to hedge their stuff. And as you see, the flow off of the blue is exactly what it's showing you to expect, even though I still don't take it because it's a low risk trade. So the idea is that if you can predict volume, it's a huge game changer on the market because everything else doesn't matter. Today, my only pivots that matter are here, 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 and here. Everything else in the middle is noise. All right. So I proved you can predict volume in anything. I love doing this trick. I want you to give me 10 random stock tickers. Random stock tickers. Just type it. And anytime you touch a bear zone top, bull zone bottom, hedge pressures will be predictable volume spike. A big one. Because that's where market maker activity is. Let me show you. Just give me 10 random tickers. I hate when fucking gurus get out there and are like showing you the chart. Look what my chart does. This is a case study on Apple from the last. Look at these indicators. I'm going to do it live, and y'all give me 10 random tickers, and it'll be 100% accurate. Ready, go. Volume prediction is king of markets. Boeing. Volume. Touch it again. Volume. Volume. It's a spiky volume, but there it is. All right, next. Ford. All right. Only if you touch. Ford. Okay. If you guys learn anything from me right now, pretend there's no catalyst. What would you do on Ford right here? If you knew anything about what I just taught you, even your new folks, take a guess. What would you do here? We're not touching any pivot that matters. What would you do on Ford? Anyone? Does it do anything? And while y'all are talking, let me get my eggies from the eye doc. Ooh, baby. The eye doc be making me some eggs today. Nothing. There's nothing to do here. It's random. Yeah, good job. You guys are so smart. All right. Mara. So yeah, we didn't touch any high volume pivots. Nothing matters. Mara. Same deal. Not buy anything that matters. Stay away. SoFi. Bear zone top. High volume pivot. Every single time. Every single time. Every single time. When you touch it, you will see market maker gamma flip. There it is. Boom. So if you're confused, let me remind you. This line, this top, this line predict high volume, and you have high volume right there. There it is. Almost the highest volume of the day right there. And again, right there. So volume prediction techniques. The only thing that matters is SoFi. There's pressure that pushes up from there. There's pressure that pushes up from there. It doesn't mean it's predicting the market. It just means that the market makers are forced to long more than they short right here to balance their positions. That's it. Yeah. Dog to get my eggs. No, I got them. All right. So I'm a self-taught programmer from age 12. I was a mathematician all through school. I got a degree in chemical engineering. I went straight into finance in 2010 and started working on trading to come up with stuff. I'm an engineer. Data is all that matters to me. I don't listen to any kind of bullshit, any kind of anything. I need to see data. It needs to make sense. I struggled with technical analysis for years, trying to make heads or tails out of the indicators people said they used. And my first thought was that these things look like they're stupid. How can price predict itself? It made no sense to me. So you're like, yeah, the indicator shows momentum. Okay, so if price went up and your indicator went up and the indicator is based on price of some function of price, like you take price action, you plug price into some function, and that's equal to your indicator, okay? So you take price, you feed it into some math, you get an indicator and shows it on your screen. Okay. So the indicator implies up, then it must go up. So if that goes up, the indicator goes up higher, which means that goes up and that goes up and that goes up. And then if price action predicts itself, price will go to fucking infinity within no time. But it doesn't do that. It turns around and comes down despite what the indicator says, because this whole process seems like nonsense. And my first thought was, how can you use a closed system with no outside variables to self-reference itself and be predictable? No, man, they work. Moving averages, MACDs work. I was like, it sounds stupid. I'm an engineer. It sounds ridiculous. Okay. Price can't predict itself. If it goes up and the indicator goes up, then is the indicator predicting price? It's not. It's just showing you price reimagined. There's nothing special about reorganizing data inside of a closed system. It can't, or else price itself implies that it's going to go higher, but it just somehow doesn't all the time. So it means that there's no forecastability to the indicators. But I struggled with years trying to make sense of it. And I was never able to produce an algorithm that was profitable off of any kind of price-based indicators. And my original conclusion was that price is probably random, is what I ended up sticking with over time. It's like, I just can't make indicators work because I need something that's predictable, like to 100% accuracy, like something I can predict almost every time. And they're mechanical things in the market. And we found out, like through my brainstorms that I've had and some of the ideas I had, is that volume is actually predictable. It doesn't use price. As a matter of fact, price of Microsoft doesn't even go into the equation for liquidity map. Doesn't even care. It's looking strictly at options. And when you get very close to these hedge pressures, you start to see volume spike up. So I said, you know what? Even if the market's a random coin flip, if I could find where traders are going to be when I'm trading, then I have a better chance at least flipping the coin at the right spot. Flipping the coin here sounds silly. So does here. So does here. You're just trading the noise. But here, there's a volume spike on Microsoft right here. This is where it matters. If you break this, the gamma is negative and it's going to fall pretty quick and get choppier. We know that. So had I wanted to short Microsoft, not here, not here, not here, not here, not here. Ooh, let me bet that this volume spike is where I take my short, that the likelihood of the flow path is down like it shows me in liquidity map. So the idea is that market maker monthly gamma exposure is negative here. There's going to be shorting pressure from here on that bottom side of it. So my idea was something like that. Hey guys, random person made a ton of money in the lows here in our chat to teach you how to trade, but they're watching me, so I don't know. That's kind of weird though. Don't listen to anything they're saying. Somehow Boeing is not one getting the heaviest hit today. Not really, yeah. So some more of the tickers, right? Microsoft, there's your high volume here and here. 11 people watch my stream and try to teach you how to trade. I love being popular, I guess. Here we go. Chart timeframes are absolutely irrelevant. We don't use any kind of timeframes here. Here's QQQ. There's volume at hedge. There's volume at hedge. There's volume at hedge. You guys see it? There's volume here, here, and here. Okay. It's never wrong. So you guys have any more tickers you want me to do? Just let me know. Like the big dogs. NVIDIA. Volume spike here. Bull zone, volume spike. So here, volume. Here, volume. Isn't that cool, right? Here again, breaking through, volume. Bull zone, volume. Edge pressure, volume. Pretty neat, right? NVIDIA from bull zone has somewhat of a bullish pressure. It goes to the halfway point between blue and the bottom, which is here. So this is the balance point on this BSU setup on NVIDIA. This right here is a balance point, believe it or not. Tesla, yeah, whatever you guys want me to do. Tesla, nothing. There's no pivots nearby. Tesla's kind of off the charts here. You have the open and close, which is white box is always volume. But none of our pivots apply here. AMD. AMD. Nothing zone. Meta. Monthly hedge pressure. Are you convinced? This is there's a reason we're going mini viral. This is a new paradigm to trading. Volume prediction. No one does it. We're the first to do it. Big Ken, bro, you nailed it. You're lessening your losses only picking the right place to gamble from. If you consider, let's reduce trading to pretend that the market's not predictable. Some of you might disagree or whatever, but let's take the stance of you need a baseline when you make a system, right? So our baseline is the following. Let's assume that the market is not predictable, that the market is just a coin flip and every trade you make, you can't predict which direction. Let's start there because that's the easiest place to start, is that predicting the market is hard. So let's assume you can't do it. And then let's build off of that. Let's build a system off of that. Well, as I've proven to you, volume is predictable. So that's a good starting point. Not predict price, okay? But let's predict volume. So at least if each place I choose to trade from, it is a random coin flip, up or down, up or down. At least I make the random coin flip at the spot that matters. Herpaderp. I'm not making money trading, whatever you're saying, bro. Look at this. First place. Show me your name in a spotlight when you win in a global trading contest against tons of other people and you get first place with 500% in a month. And my live funded account with these guys is almost up 200% for the 6 weeks I've been trading it. I think my biggest loss day is probably bigger than your biggest gain month. That's how much money I trade. I think last couple weeks people watch me make 50, 30, 50K days. Sometimes too. So you watch my stream. That's all I need to know. I don't watch your stream. So do me a favor. Do me a small favor, right? Just a small, BB. Do me a very small favor, okay? Promise. And I mean this in the, just shut the fuck up. No one cares. So here's one thing. Volume. Here, here, and here. So all I care about is flipping the coin at the right spot that matters. This is all that matters. So even if I'm just flipping a coin, I'm at least going to try to trade where I can show where volume will be. And so it reduces my choices a couple places. That's it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay, so here, Meta has high volume at this spot. So the idea is that we're going to just look at, here, let me go here. Let's look at S&P today. So today on S&P, as an example, is we have MHP pressure here. And bear zone bottom to bull zone is a trade I like to take a lot. I do like to take that trade a lot. When the catalyst is active, it's a scary trade to take. But I do have this rule that when there's a catalyst not active, right? I do take this trade every single time. Not a terrible trade to take. And so just so you guys know, Elite Trader Funding, right? Trader Funding Program. They're pretty cool. Some friends of mine started that company. I was using their services just to support their group. For Mr. Homeboy saying whatever he was saying. Just a little backstory here. They gave me a live fund account. They gave me money, not eval, not sim to fund. They gave me real money. I'm on K1s now, which means I'm trading their money, and their account is up almost 200% in the 6 weeks I've been trading for them, and I've been getting payouts. I posted my bank statement that showed my first payout. I didn't even take out much of the gains. I just bought a new house, so I took out a $15,000 payout last week, and I might take out another 20K because I need to buy a couch. But yep, fully transparent. Show all my trades, show all my outputs, all my payouts, all that stuff. So I'm not risking any money. I'm trading their money, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure what they do with everyone. I just know what they do with me. I'm sure they do the same thing with everyone, though. You have to ask them. What's my opinion on Fast Track? Fast Track is good. Nothing wrong with it. It's good. It's good. The rule, it's like a race, right? You have a clock. You have to race against it. If you can race against the clock, beat it just in time, it's a really good eval. Hold on one second. All right. Tyson's are rocket seer levels on ES futures functions of ES futures options or SPY options. So those are also based on SPY options, but they are converted to futures. So there's a whole different process for that. We don't use futures options for liquidity maps because the SPY options are more telling. That's a great question. So the overnight dynamics are actually based on SPY options as well. And the risk is converted to S&P levels at the moment the market opens. Great question. Great question. We thought about doing futures options to do that. But the two downsides to that is, number one, we'd have to go get a futures options data feed, and I don't even think you can get that, to be honest, on the retail side. So I don't even think there's a possibility for us to get that data or get it cheaply. I know you can probably get it from the CME group. Actually, no, I know you can. You can get this from CME Group, CBOT, CBOE, all different futures options groups, but each exchange is going to have its really high data feed. It's going to cost us like 30 grand a month to be able to do it. So, you know, each exchange is charging you, you know, 3 grand a month or something. And there's so many exchanges out there for the data. So SPX index options aren't part of Opera's purview. So Opera controls equity options, but SPX and VIX are not part of equities products. They're actually owned by the CBOE. So VIX, SPX, NQ are which is IndieX. The index itself is owned by CBOE. So CME Group owns futures, CBOE owns VIX and S&P. New York Stock Exchange owns a bunch of stocks, Nasdaq owns a bunch of stocks. So it's like a balance of like opportunity cost for us. To go out and get all the futures data feeds for futures liquidity maps is actually not as powerful as the equities liquidity maps. And futures are less liquid and they're cash settled instruments. So they don't have as much hedging as equity options do. The equities pivots when we did our testing are much stronger. Yeah. Check how much stronger after blocking B. Oh, he's off contemplating his life. How's he gonna start his YouTube channel? I'll go watch him. I tell you, if you guys find a trader that's profitable, I'll watch him and I'll go be their friend. I'll give them a forum. I'll tell everybody about them. I will help them make money if they show me their trades. Heartbeat. I love meeting other good traders. Jealousy. Oh no, it's always some other, it's always a competitor or something. They want there's a competitor formula. Ready? Come in here, talk shit. Come in here, say something ridiculous. Come in here, get attention, but be in here, right? Because nobody's in their stream watching because they're not big or nobody follows them. But they're here. They want people to see them. Like, hey guys, I know this other guy's doing a thing. Pay attention to me. They're like the person like in a studio audience at a sitcom, like you know, running onto the stage. Hey guys, me too. And they're like, bro, go sit down. This isn't your show. Get over there. Go sit in your seat. But like me, everyone pay attention. Me. Right? It's always that put a spotlight on me kind of thing. And why they do in other people's streams is because they don't have a following of their own. And they didn't want to tell you how good they do. And they would say, oh, I'm so good. I'm so good. It's usually what happens is they sit there watching our stream for like months being like, oh my God, why can't I be big like this person? Why doesn't nobody watch me? And it's because, no, you don't make money. Here's the easiest formula to become a fucking influencer in trading. Make money and be fucking good at what you do. And everyone will watch you and show them what you do. Don't try to tell them because you're trying to tell them, I make money. You watch me. I'm so good. You tell people, people are smarter than that. Here's how I got big. I show people. You watch me do it. Just be good at it. Just make money and be good at it. And people will just flock to you and be like, here's money. How do I learn from you? You just show people that you're good at what you do. They will come watch you. That's it. That's literally it. Just be good at your job and people will want to see how you do it. You don't got to go in there and tell people you're good. You don't got to go over there and, oh, I have an edge. Everyone trusts me. You make money. Like, just do it, man. If you do it and you're good, people want to pay you to learn from you. You don't have to market. I don't got commercials out there. I don't got ads floating around for Rocket Scooter. Kidding me? We don't have ads floating around right now. At least I don't think we do. Buy our product. We're good. Trust us, bro. We're good. It's always someone that wishes that they were here and that I was there. They always wish, oh, I wish that was me that people watched. Oh, but let me be here and interrupt their stream because I don't have 10 people that talk to me on my own. So anyways, I got used to ignoring it. Just one every once in a while. That's it though. All right. So Catalyst is active still. Really nothing to do here. There is a little bit of bear zone pivoting. There is pressure from bear zone to bull zone. This is a trade I usually take every single time. When a catalyst is active, be very careful on this. Let's investigate monthly maps, guys. I totally didn't even do that today. Let's see what the monthly maps look like. And the monthly maps look pretty god awful again. And monthly maps are going to be looking 6 months out in the S&P and NASDAQ. So let's look. This goes all the way until April. I'll show you guys how this works. So let's make this. Come on. I'm still getting used to this monitor. It is really nice, though. It's easy on the eyes. I've never seen such freaking clarity. Oh, what monitor did I get? Oh, let me see what the model is. So I was shopping for a while, and I have a bunch of let's see if it has the monitor. Oh, let me go to didn't say anything. If I say an advanced display. I got the MPG 27 1QX OLED. So there are two things to note about monitors. I guess you guys knew this. I'll teach you a little bit about gaming monitors or monitors in general. Did you know that all of your, it doesn't matter what kind of monitor you buy, MSI, Lenovo, they're all the same. Doesn't matter who you buy. Monitors, screens are made by two companies. That's it. There's two companies that make all monitor screens, Samsung and LG. So it doesn't matter if you buy an Asus, an Acer, an MSI. All the screens are going to be one of two companies, either a Samsung or an LG. They're all one of those two screens. So you have two camps right now. You have your OLED, which is primarily going to be only thing LG has. And Samsung also has OLED, but they also just came out with something new called Quantum Dot QD. So when you see monitors that are like OLED, it could be one of two. QD is Samsung. So this is the Samsung monitor, and I got MSI version. So I got this is the monitor I got. MPG 271 QRX, I think is what it's called. It's because I know that it's a Samsung monitor. There's no reason to go out there and buy an Asus, the same Quantum Dot for $999. Since I know it's Samsung, I buy the MSI for like $779. It is $200 cheaper for the same monitor. See, I'm a tech guy, so it's only $779, and Quantum Dots are like $1,000 plus. You get the expensive Samsungs are $1,000 for the monitor. Now, what do you get? It's like crystal clear. Like my eyes are getting bad, and it's hard for me to see. Like it's getting blurry and stuff. But for the stream, you guys were always saying like I can't read the text and whatever. It should be crystal clear now from my monitor. This is like as crystal clear as it gets for the size monitor. So that's the one I got. I just got one of the 6. I'm not going to go out there and spend $800 for 5 more monitors. I'm going to spend $4,000 on monitors. No thanks. Yeah, so for this one, it's a really good monitor. Very good. It's crazy. It's 360 hertz refresh rate. 360 at 2K. It is ridiculous. My mouse is like so fluid on my screen. So anyways, but it's so razor sharp. It's hard for me to get used to staring at it, to be honest. But it looks so much nicer on the stream, and that's why I wanted to get just at least the stream monitor to be better. Okay, monthly maps. This is bull liquidating. This is bad. So let me show you guys what's going on today. All right, monthly maps is one of our techniques that looks 6 months into the future. It's looking at the distribution of options, but over time. So let me take a picture of this and analyze this for you guys. How you read monthly maps is a very cool process. We're going to go here. We're going to go to cheat sheets in our Discord classes. We're going to open this guy right here. We give you little handouts to teach you how to read some of the indicators. Monthly maps is going to forecast where the buying and selling pressure over time is on the S&P. So it's not just like what we look at, what's looking like now. It's what's the S&P going to look like over the next couple weeks. Okay. And here is how you analyze that. There are 4 steps to monthly maps. I'm going to draw them. Number 1, bull zone or bear zone over time. Right now, we are trading in the light gray, which is bear zone. So number 1, let's draw it with like a white line. Number 1, we are currently in bear zone. For 1, 2, 3, like for like a week or so. So number 1, according to now, we are a bear zone. Until the middle of January. So roughly 2 weeks. So 2 weeks of this kind of shit trading. Okay. So this help me prepare. Number 2. So number 1, bear zone over time. It's a bear market. Bears are shorting highs, and that's what we're seeing. Number 2, is the bull side bottom sloping up or sloping down? As you see, bull side bottom is sloping up. Okay. The guide shows me that bulls are exiting positions. Longs are selling. And boy, we saw that today, didn't we? Longs are selling for the next 2 weeks. Long liquidating. Roughly for 2 weeks. So we got 2 weeks of like, this kind of sucks trading. Volatility, garbage, right? Number 3. The bear side top is sloping up or down. Well, it's sloping up for a little bit and then sloping down and getting back to normal. So this is about 1 week of sloping up and down. So bears are shorting more right now for about a week, and then they're in cover shorts. So bears shorting harder. So you got long selling, bear shorting, and that's why we're falling. And that's for about 1 more week. So we have at most 1 week of large volatility. So the market's going to have a pretty nasty week. And then roughly the middle of January, things kind of get back to normal. Number 4, volatility. It's the last piece of the puzzle. What's the volatility look like? If the zones are expanding, volatility is increasing. If the zones are contracting, it's decreasing. Well, you can clearly see the volatility is expanding. Okay. And as denoted, the VIX is going up today. VIX went straight up. Volatility. So this is the forecast, and monthly maps is our long-term forecasting tool. 2 weeks of volatile crap selling probably. So you'd be very careful waking up trading this market. Right? So this is using options, but balanced out on their particular expiration days and giving us future outlook as to how the options landscape changes over time. I'm going to go tweet this. Yeah, if you guys are buying computer stuff or tech stuff or anything, always run it by me. I know like all there is to know about computers and manufacturers. Like I'm a computer nerd. So if you guys are like, I'm going to buy a new PC or buy a new video card or buy this, what's better? So I'll let you know. Okay. It's just it's a bad start to the year, which we hate to hear, right? You build a solid PC for 1,500 too? Oh, absolutely. Well, it depends on what you're trying to do. Casey, what are you trying to do with it? Game trade work or 3D rendering, like building stuff, computer program. What are you trying to do? You love the MX Master Mouse? I've never used it, but a lot of people I know use it. It's very nice, like ergonomic, with a little thumb rest thingy on it. You need a laptop that can handle 4 monitors. I know that the NVIDIA cards can support up to 4 monitors. I don't know if the laptop... does it support 4 up to 3? Looks like there are some, yeah. So USB-C is a form will support the newest USB-C will support 4K. So if you have at least it used to had to be Thunderbolt to support 4K, but now USB-C will support 4K. It looks like there are some monitors. There's Dell, Razer, MSI. So like all the newest ones seem to support 4 monitors. Most of them are going to be a mix of ports, but you'll get like a display port or a mini display port, usually mini on a laptop. A USB-C, you'll at least get 1, sometimes 2 of those on a laptop, and at least an HDMI or 2. So you can get out 4 natively. You can support 4 monitors with an NVIDIA or AMD card. You just need to find a laptop that has enough HDMI, USB-C, Thunderbolt, or DisplayPort connections in the back. You love your Razer mouse? Oh, dude. I got a Naga Hyperspeed. And I got like thumb grips on it. So I play games and stuff. I actually have 2 of these. I have one here. I have one here. I have 2. So I have 2 different setups over here. I got a whole nother setup over here as well for trading gaming. So just make sure there's enough ports on the back. And Rich, if you're doing, you can buy a docking station, so a good laptop. Yeah, it should be able to support 4. Just make sure, and it's going to usually be like the higher end laptops that have the more ports. Yeah, double check that. Bunny said you're trying to figure out what kind of setup you're going to get as far as Mars computers. Your current one is a dinosaur model. Yeah, no, you can build it pretty decent. Recommended laptop, again, like there's going to be the same components inside of all the laptops. I've always had MSI because it's the same as Alienware but cheaper. The components are pretty much all the same. The Dells are pretty good. They're usually cheaper as well. Acer, Asus, MSI, it's all the same companies, all the same components. Just like the monitors are all Samsung, just the name brand you're paying for. I don't spring the money for the Alienware. I usually used to get the MSI monitor or laptops. If you want weight, if you want, like what's important for a laptop, especially if you're moving around a lot like me, you don't want a heavy machine. Alienwares are notorious for being heavy. MSIs are also slightly heavier. There are some that are slightly lighter. So for like a 17-inch monitor, like the wider screen, the Alienware is like 7-8 pounds, pretty big. Some of the other ones. I think the Dells, they're like closer to 6 to 7. So they're a pound lighter. It's easier to transport. But usually lighter monitors sometimes, lighter laptops sometimes will run hotter because they don't have enough airspace for cooling. But just depends. You love that the thumb rest on your mouse is actually a button. Oh yeah, dude. Well, if you get the Razer Naga, look. There are 12 buttons on the side. Actually 14. And as an old school gamer, dude, I use this. I actually play FPS with this. And this is like designed for World of Warcraft players. Like cast their spells and shit. But I got used to like using my thumb to do all of my stuff. Throw grenades and switch weapons and stuff. So, and I hotkey it for trading stuff too. AMD or Intel? Now I've just, and there's no reason other than history. I've always used Intel, just because I'm so used to overclocking Intel and know how they work. I've never changed. I've never switched. But AMD, I hear, is probably the better chip these days. But Rich, for me, I buy gaming laptops for my trading stuff. That way, because they have more peripheral ports and stuff. But you don't need much. If you're like looking for a laptop right now and it's just for trading, you don't need. You can go find. What I would do right now is I would not go buy, like if you're using NVIDIA's example. Don't go buy the 4000 series. Not even necessary. That's way too overkill, and it's for gaming only. Like the most expensive ones are the 4090s now, and that's like for 4K gaming. Go back 2-3 years and get a 3070 or 3060, which is an NVIDIA, and just double check that those have the 4 ports. As long as it has 4 ports, or even a 3080. I don't know. I need to double check on the older ones. But this is more than enough to support the monitors. And if it's just for trading, your 4090 is going to be a $4,000 laptop. These, $2,000, maybe less. So you just need to go back a generation. The 5000 cards are coming out like early next year. So Rainbow Six Siege. Oh, yeah. That's a game. I played the older Rainbow Six. Wait, the Razer software lets you assign mouse wheel to scroll horizontally. That's pretty sick. I didn't know it could do that. Future, you use the mouse buttons for a lot. Yeah, the side buttons, they're so nice. And like the way the Razer is designed, and I have to put some things on here so that I can grip it. But like I hold the Razer like this, like I'm not even using any of my fingers. They're fully loose, and I'm just gripping the mouse with my right here. Even I game the same way. Like I actually grip the mouse with my palm. I'm not holding it. It's gripped. So on the side, I'm squeezing the right side, and my thumb is even off the left side. So like this part and this part are holding the mouse in place. So it's 100% steady when they're gaming or trading, so that your thumb is free. Because like if you couldn't grip the mouse, you couldn't push these buttons easily. So the idea is that a mouse that you can grip with all these thumb buttons, I'm free to like actuate all these buttons without even moving the mouse. If you had to like push a button in, you're pushing the mouse this way with your thumb. So the fact that you can grip the mouse makes it pretty easy to game with. It's really cool. Or even use hotkeys. Does Rockseer Tools work on non-equity futures? Yeah, we do. We have risk intervals and DD for non-equity futures as well. The list is here. Just about all of them, yeah. Intel was the best, and AMD now is back to Intel based on latest clocking speed tests. AMD is like the new stuff. You just got an ROG Strix G18 a couple months ago. 17-inch screen is a bit heavy, but pretty sweet. Yeah, the Republic of Gamers laptops are probably at par or not better than the Alienware. Those are like the cream of the crop, the most expensive ones. But they're just cooler looking, and if you have the money, spend it. I buy all Asus stuff for my main rig. So in my main rig, it's all top of the line Asus, like the motherboard, everything. I buy the ROG stuff straight up. It's really good. For laptops, Since all the same components, I just usually am a cheapskate. So I'll buy like the lesser one. Like comparatively, like the 4090 laptop for Alienware is $4,000. The MSI is like 36. So usually it's about $400 or $500 cheaper. The same stuff. Where on the street is Intel for gaming, AMD for media? Yeah, you'd have to clock the two processors because it depends on what game you're playing. Like, newer generation, if you have like a 3080 Ti or 4000 series, you're going to be CPU limited in your gaming. If you have anything less than a 3080 Ti in modern games, like a 3080 or 3070 or 60, you're going to be GPU limited for all modern games. You can play like Apex or Call of Duty. So it just depends on what you're trying to do. For clocking speed. So like it's very important to you to have good gaming. You need to get like the 14th gen Intel or the newest AMDs. And AMDs, and it's like the single core speed on those, I think they clock a little higher. As I hear from people. So AMD is like slightly out of the race, but they're both killer processors. Use a Corsair Harpoon. Corsair is nice. Does my group also focus on swing trading? There's a lot of people in our group that trade a lot of different things. There's some swing traders in there. But still, the processes and techniques alone are useful for swing traders. Like, the difference between a swing trader and a day trader is only where you exit the trade and win. You and me, if I'm day trading and you're swing trading, we're both eyeballing MHP to long from, as an example. I just might exit right here and call it a day. You might be like, that's my dip to buy for the long haul. So the principles are very much the same on entries and risk management. All differences where we exit our trades. Yeah, figure out is what you need to do and go from there. That's it. A computer serves four purposes. Four purposes. Here they are. Number one, work. And when I say work, I mean like email and internet. Okay, this is like your grandma's laptop. Okay, you just email, Excel, right? That's it. It's a work machine. And Excel. Okay, number two, gaming. Which this is like when I was, if I were to, and I'll show you why I rank it in 4 different categories. Because people always ask me to build machines for them. Can I tell you guys a secret? You guys know Pat Weiland, YouTuber, building his awesome trading, Have you seen what he's building? He's building a trading floor. Have dozens of traders there and all that. Have you seen it? I picked out his computers for him. I helped them pick the computers that they're going to use. He's building something sweet over there in Florida, dude. He's going to have like a trading floor with like dozens of people there trading. So I helped them pick out which computers they needed. And just so everybody knows that I'm good at building computers. So let me show you. He spent some good money on that stuff. All right, here. Work, email, Excel. You're going to have CPU load and then GPU load. Yeah, we moved from Zoom to YouTube today. We only do Zoom for about an hour, and then we switch to YouTube. All right. So work, email, Excel, CPU is low. GPU is low. Gaming. CPU, depending on if you're 4K or not, it's going to be medium to high, and GPU is going to be high load. Something like trading or like, and I lump trading as like a separate category because trading doesn't really need much. You kind of just need like extremely low GPU. You need like a medium CPU. And I guess we could put RAM on here as well. It's important. Low. Gaming is high. Trading is low. You don't need a lot of RAM for your trading programs. And then you have like design. I call it design work. You're doing like modeling with your computer. Okay. For modeling on your computer, you need highest, and then you need high RAM. So like depends on like what you're trying to do. So if you're doing like 3D highest, meaning like you got 4K or you're doing 3D rendering software or something, you're gonna need to get the highest card there is, the 90 series in Intel or NVIDIA, like 4090 or whatever, for modeling. Trading, you don't need much for a trading machine. Rocket Suiter's browser based. You don't need much. Thinkorswim, high CPU load. If you're running like a garbage platform like NinjaTrader, no offense, it's absolute garbage. You need a high CPU. It doesn't use multi-threading either. So you need like a very fast CPU just to run NinjaTrader because it's kind of sucky. It's too old. It doesn't work well with modern things. So medium to high depending on what program you're using. But you don't really need a lot of RAM or GPU. You just need to support as many monitors you need to do. So if you're doing gaming, you need a high-end graphics card like a 4080 Ti. Or I don't have the Ti, so the 4080 or higher. 4090 for 4K. And in work, email, Excel, you just need an email machine. You don't need much. So you have to determine what you want. So for a trading machine, you don't need the highest graphics card. Like I told Rich, you can get like a 3060, 3070. All you need is monitor support. You're not running anything that's using 3D rendering at that point, right? Thoughts on the ITX? So this computer I trade now has an ITX in it. Let me show you. Mini ITX is good. For gaming, it's really good too if that's all you do. I use it as a streaming machine. Let me show you my my computer. You guys will love it. Hold up. Hold on. So this is my my PC right now, and it has 2 computers in one box. So this guy has my normal rig. It does both gaming and trading stuff. My normal CPU it's on a water loop. So there's the 2 graphics cards, my normal rig, and then right here is a second rig in the same box that runs my streaming stuff. So I have a video screen output from here goes to the capture card here, and this renders and sends out the stream. So my streaming computer is completely separate from gaming and trading stuff. Dom says, why is a 590 Ti 32 gig starts playing Sims 4 with it? I'm excited to get a 5090 card. That's going to be my next update. 5090 for 4K. So the idea is that, so this is an ITX Mini right here. All that it has is a capture card, a CPU, 16 gigs of RAM, just enough to render, and it has 2 RAM slots. And I use the onboard graphics, so I don't even have a GPU on this one. I just use onboard graphics because I'm doing any 3D rendering or anything. Your crunching of your stream is all CPU. So there's a really nice CPU here. And then a capture card. So the capture card is 4K capture. I'm only streaming in 2K. But yeah, so this processes the stream, and all of it's on the same cooling loop. So cooling goes here. Here, the CPU goes to a distro. It splits 2 different ways. One way goes, sorry. It goes here. And it goes here and then comes back in. There's also a split that goes through here and comes down. So the 2 blend, and then it cools the second machine right here. And then I have a reservoir. I've got 2 radiators. There's one behind here, and then I got fans all over the place. It runs super cool. You know, I built the whole loop myself. Like, I built everything from scratch. I've been resheathed the cables. So I even took the cables and put colored sheets on to give it a pattern. So I basically take the adapters apart, pull the cables out, put sheaths on them, and put it back in. So I even mod the cables. I'm kind of nerdy like that. Is it loud? No, it's so quiet you can't even hear it. Because I got high CFM fans, the bigger fans, and if I'm gaming, the fans will crank up. But right now, you can't even tell that it's on. You can put your hand in front of the radiator. You don't even feel airflow. The fans are spinning so slow because it's just so efficient at cooling. Did I see the guy that modded Cyberpunk? No, I didn't see it. Send it to me in Discord. So yeah, so I use the ITX Mini. It's good, especially if you're just gaming. And you just have like a graphics card on it. It's not bad. Dude, I'm about computers, cars, barbecue pits, gardens. That's all I do, man. I do those 4 things. I like fancy cars. I like working on cars. I like working on computers. I like building stuff. But yeah, water cooling's super loud. I mean, super quiet. A little bit of rebound here. But Bears on Bull Zone is usually a trade setup I like to do. Would I longer shut up for DD? Nope. I just don't do it. I don't trade it. These like this are just worth just staying away from me. In my perspective, I just stay away from these. They're not really days that are gonna provide anything useful. It's more like it's just straight up gambling at this point, if anything. 4 monitors trading and 1 for gaming. For 5 monitors, I think you're gonna need 2 graphics cards. I don't know if this is the 40 series. Support only 4. It's always been 4. Yeah, you can only use 4 monitors for 1 graphics card. So I think with the onboard graphics, you can utilize the HDMI port on your motherboard to power one of the monitors if you have an onboard graphics on an Intel chip or something. I think you can get 5 monitors that way with just 1 graphics card. For gaming, you're going to need at least 1 really good. No, there's no. I don't trade in this environment. I just sit out. This is a sit out day. The catalyst line for S&P. $59.71. If it's for 4K gaming, you're going to want to get the 4090, or I don't know if you want to wait 6 months or however long it's going to take for the new GPUs to come out. But the 4090 is going to be more powerful than probably the entry-level 50, 70, 50, 80s. 40, 90s probably going to still be better for a while. And I don't know if they're going to make a 50, 80 Ti. If you're going to upgrade, when the 50, 80 Ti probably comes out a year after that. So you're talking maybe like 2027 for that model. Or a 50, 90 late 2026. Obviously, the 4090 is just a stellar card if you're going to do 4K gaming. If not, you just need a 4080 or a 3080 Ti for 2K gaming. For 2K gaming, I game on two different setups. Like this one right here, I have the 27-inch. I game on that for 2K. I get like, 150 frames playing Call of Duty on like highest settings just with a 3080 Ti. On my other screen, I have a 32-inch 4K and it's a 32-inch. It's not curved though, just regular. Wait, Rocket Scooter, search and destroy. Y'all need some COD? That'd be fun. Yeah, I don't trade outside DD, man. I stay out of the way of that. There's really not many good trade setups in the Catalyst active line, is there? So when we're back to being above cat active, then I'll be back to being, I'll be looking at long trade setups. You guys see the cat active line on the S&P? This is how good our Catalyst stuff is. You see exactly that level right here? Let me delete that. Do y'all see we ran right back up to that Catalyst line I told you about? Look at that. Told you how cool that is. There's the Catalyst line to the dot. One risk interval off the low. Do y'all see that? Our stuff is good. Now with the S&P, there may be like above Catalyst line, I'm contemplating trades. So anything above this little peak right here is a possible setup. Let me look right down here really quick. Let me go ahead and what does this guy go to? Make a screenshot of this. So when the Catalyst is no longer active, then I look for active trades. What the heck line is that? No idea. Let's remove that. But it's clean. This is the risk interval. I taught you guys that this morning. Let's just remove all this stuff here. Yeah, this is basically... Is this a trading channel? Yeah. So when like... When there's no trade to take, I've really solid sit out rules. So by the way, Alchemist, stick around. I'm the only trader you can watch stream live, period, that shows performance supports A. B, I have about a 75 to 85% win rate, and that is historic, and people have sat here and watched this for years. So I'm very, very, very high probability setups, and I don't trade all the time. But you're welcome to sit here and watch for yourself. So you see how there's curvature here? That's a pretty cool setup, right? You see how cool that is? All right. All right. Let me put this in here. The level is, or here, hold on, let me do it real quick. 59, 71, 14. Can't argue with that. Look at right into the dot. This is the number we came up with this morning. Right when the market started selling, we calculate this level 59.71. This is exactly a dot. Down here, I don't trade because the volatility, the VVIX is expanding, so you get curvature in the market. The market moves faster, and the V's go out of control. Bro, whoever you are, dude, I'll outtrade anybody on social media. I will give somebody $50,000 of my money to put in a trading account to have them trade against me live on stream, and I'll donate everything to charity. Loser pays the winner. And nobody ever accept that challenge. I will literally give people money to trade with just to get them to come on the show and trade. There's so many jokers out there selling garbage. I want to see somebody show me their performance. Stream full, show everything I do. You can see everything I do. Payments, payouts, I show my bank statements. I show everything. I will, dude, I'll out trade anybody. I will literally out trade anybody. I just won a global futures trading championship. I peaked in the top 5 in the Robbins Cup. Another global futures trading championship. I mean, you make me say this. I mean, I'm pretty good. Other people are good too, but I'm saying I'll take anyone head to head. There's nobody. We've been doing this for a long time. You and I from the futures world, so you probably don't know. We've been doing this for a while. We built a trading platform here. Let's say you have a company of 20 people. We have a huge company of traders put together. We built a trading platform, and we've been here for a while. Dude, I'll steamroll anybody, but I'll give him money to trade against me if he wants to. I will literally hand him money he doesn't even have to think about. He has to come on if anybody wants to trade, I'll take anybody you want to talk about. I will give them money just so that they can trade under a spotlight. I'm that confident. But I show everything I do. So I don't have to tell a story. You can see everything I do. Oh no, dude, some random dude on Twitter was just talking smack. Like, I was just posting on Twitter, like in people's threads. Some random dude showed up in my comments. Some guy selling a TA course. And I was like, they're talking about shorting the market or timing shorts or whatever. And I was like, I just said like timing shorts is like a fool's errand sometimes. It's hard to time shorts in the market. That's just a common saying. Everybody knows that. And somebody threw a hissy fit about that and was like, I make more money than you do, blah, blah, blah. And then was like, these people out there and their insecurities, you know what I mean? Like, that's just a comment. If people disagree with you, it's Wall Street. Like, these kids think it's like Sesame Street, where you gotta hold each other's hand, and like, I'm just like, people are gonna disagree with you. Like, deal with it. I told him I'd give him money to trade against me if he wants to challenge me, and he blocked me. That's it. That's how these influencers are. They don't want you to watch them trade, so that's okay. But yeah, no, like I said, I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'll even give someone money to trade. I will hand them money of my money that they can completely waste just to prove something. I've made that offer to so many people. Is 50K enough? 20K, 10K, 5K? Donate it all to charity? Yeah, it was like, it's like literally all I did was say I disagreed with some random post in my timeline. I didn't even know the guy. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm timing shorts kind of fool's errand. You gotta be careful. You know, market structure is not necessarily super bearish yet. Just something normal. Like, guy was like, I'll make more money than you trading. Who are you, random? Like, what? I get people from the stock world or whatever don't know the futures world, but you gotta be careful, like, out there. I mean, we're huge. I don't know if person's huge. I don't pay attention to the stock gurus out there, but we're huge. So I don't know. Like, throwing shade is weird when someone disagrees with you. That's just odd. It's just weird. Like, I don't know. Like, who does stuff like that's just weird. Like, a confident, successful trader would just be like, nah, I don't agree, but good luck. But if you like are that sensitive, bro, like what? Like who throws shade personally at someone for disagreeing with them? Like what man is like that sensitive? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird. Like I don't even know the person. I was just commenting. I'm farming engagement right now, just chatting in people's comments just to say hi. Just to like have debates, be healthy, and then who goes, I make more money shorting markets than you have in your entire career. That was the comment. Because I said shorting sometimes is a fool's errand. Just like in general. You be careful. I mean, a fool's errand means you're it's not an insult. It's a common saying. But it means a task or activity that has no hope of success. Timing a short market, nobody can do it. You just get no one can time a short. Nobody can do that. It's impossible. So back above 590 is actually a decent entry point. So just keep in mind, here to here isn't every single trade time outside of catalyst, which isn't necessarily a bad setup here. So back in the range, I do take trades up in here. But yeah, like I wasn't throwing any shade. Me disagree with someone, they can be like, nah, I don't agree. But if you're like gonna throw a fit about it, I'm just like, that's just goofy. Like, especially somebody you don't know, especially someone big like us. I mean, I've been on every major podcast. I've been on tons of shows. I'm in the same level of credibility. I don't throw shade at people. Like, goofy people. Like, anyways, like I said, if anybody has anything to say, I will just trade. I'll trade head to head against someone. If they want to prove something to me, I'm not one of those social media people that just does talk. I'll tell you right now, I'm so confident in what I do. I will literally hand you my money to lose just to prove you wrong. That's how I am. And you can clip that, record that to anybody you want. I do my own thing. I stay in my own lane. But I think it's goofy that some random person's like, I make more money trading than you do in your career. I don't think that's true. I also have big months that buy houses and cars. We all do. All the big traders do good. So. I think it's just lowbrow to like go after someone because they don't agree with you. That was just actually just chit chatting. Like I'm just like chit chatting and random threads to show up. Hey, I've been on the street. I was a speaker on the Streets podcast, by the way, for a little over a year, and that's Jim Cramer's company, by the way, or was Jim Cramer's company. So I was a panelist on the Street with me and Steven Gofile, Sarge, Jay Woods, all big name traders, Peter Tuchman, all of us. I was on their show for over a year as a speaker, by the way. Which is Jim Cramer's group, by the way. But I wasn't on the Jim Cramer show. Peter? Oh, Peter's hilarious. He's one of the most fun people that I've met in my life. Not just in trading, but just in my life in general. Peter is a very fun person. He's just a goofy dude. It's good to be around like positive, high energy people. I've had many chats with him, many phone conversations with him. He's always been supportive of what we built and what Rock Scooter's done. So it's really cool to know some of those people. You mean we stream good together? I'm gonna do a thing where I'm streaming with other traders. I'm gonna bring other traders on the show at some point. That's one of the things I've always wanted to do. All right, so in the S&P, let me tell you guys, I do have some setups that I do like to take. I don't trade in the low volatility zone below this green band here. This is strong pivots only. Right here. But the problem is right here, Catalyst is active. So I can only trade inside of here or above here. By my rules right here, I can only do this. But here I sit out. But yeah, you guys over here that whatever from that camp or whatever, you can go tell homeboy to apologize. You don't step on people's toes in this street, especially someone who actually is also big. Like you guys not know, we're also pretty big and very well connected as well. I don't throw shade at people. That's kind of mean and low class, I would say. Homeboy could apologize and be like, hey, I didn't mean to call you a random nobody that doesn't make money trading. Who says that when someone disagrees with you? Somebody you don't even know. That's the thing. It wasn't even educated guess. It was just like, let me just talk shit to someone for disagreeing with me and flex money. Like, you don't, it's not a apropos. It's very low to do something, even in general. Like, I make more money in a week than most people in the stream make in a year in their lives working. And I have every fucking toy known to man, and I don't throw it in people's faces when they disagree with me. You don't see me throwing pictures of my cars, pictures of my houses at somebody when they disagree with me trading. Check out my house, bro. I make more money than you. No one that's good at anything in life does that. All my friends are stupid rich, and they don't do that either. Nobody. Yeah, no one cares about how good someone does. No one's got to beat their chest and flex. Like, it's the kind of person that goes to a bar that can't see over the fucking counter and got to try to sell how much money they make to pick up a girl, right? You just walk in confident and do your own thing well. People will get your attention, but... yeah, you know what I mean? No. We ain't throwing any shade. Like I said, I wasn't trying to start any drama. Just some guy out there has people in his comments that came over and was trolling. So. I think it's just goofy. In Wall Street, people disagree with each other. You can say, no, I think the market's coming down. No, I think the market's going up. Well, good luck. We'll see who wins, right? It's like, that's it. Like, I've never met anybody who's wealthy in life that's insecure about money. People that like, there's some gurus out there that I've seen. They were like, I got a mansion, dude. I make more money than you. I got a mansion. Like, some goofball shit. Goofy. Well, Pat is different. I like Pat, and the reason I like Pat is because he does it because it's funny and it draws attention. It's calculated. Pat doesn't believe in what he says. He just says stuff to get people riled up, which is smart and calculated. You got to respect somebody for that. He's not really hateful to people starting drama. He's actually a pretty nice dude. He just knows what gets people watching the show, and it's calculated. So you got to respect that. Pat's a little different. He lives for the drama. He loves it though. He puts on a hell of a good show. I'm a fan for sure. But for someone that admits it's calculated, like, yeah, I just do it to rile people up, is like, you know, respect. It's not like it's like somebody that's really believing that junk, you know. Just stirring people up. And it is somewhat entertaining if you approach and say it's just for entertainment. You're like, you know, really trying to make it into a thing. You want to take a long here. Bear zone break on that push is a good, decent long setup. I might want to take it with just a small long. So let me see what I can get. Bear zone bullseye, I take this every single time. Then go straight up to DD band. This is probably about 15, 20 points. If I can get it. The push. I need the confirmation though. No, I tweeted to him the other day and I was like, he's like, I need some traders to come out and trade. I was like, why don't me and Matt come out there? Trades with Matt, the Texas boys will come out and trade. He's like, dude, let's do it. So I texted Matt. I was like, we should go to Florida and go trade for a couple days. That'd be fun. If he like pulls us out there to come do it, I'd have a blast going out there. I want to see that setup. It looks pretty sick. Like I said, I just put one. I'm not trading anything much at all. Strong pivots only. Bear zone is a strong pivot. So it's a 1-to-1 trade here to here. I mean, sorry. Callus is nowhere active. I'm looking for support right here to set up in there. 10-point stop. What monitors for trading? You don't, it depends on the size that you're comfortable with. Like what size monitor do you want to see? Like I have six 27 inches. I have this tablet here and I've got some monitor laptop over here. So it depends on how much space you have you want to do. Some people like big, one single big monitor. I like a bunch of monitors so I can get spread out. 27. And if you don't do any gaming, you don't need like a really big, you don't need like the expensive monitors unless you're doing gaming. So it's up to you. Are you doing any gaming or anything? I don't do vertical monitors. I do all mine are the horizontal. I need more space. I got like the Discord, all the coding stuff over here, stream stuff over here. The monitors I had for trading all these years were like Acer monitors. They were like $200 a piece. They were just regular 2K monitors. You definitely want 2K for 27 at least. But you don't need like really high refresh rate or anything unless you're gaming. You would game on one. Honestly, if you have the money to spring for it, I'd go for exactly the monitor I bought for gaming. 2K, you want an OLED, like a WOLED or a quantum dot, one of the two. So the MSI that I have right now is fucking amazing. It was only like $700 and it's 360 hertz, like 0.03 latency or whatever. I mean, like it's like the fastest monitor on the planet for gaming and trading. But then you don't really need something big. You just need regular 27-inch 2K, you know, $200 monitors for the rest of them for just trading. The MSI I got is really, 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 really good. Similar monitors in that same category. It's a Samsung display. Samsung Quantum Dot here. MPG 271QX Quantum Dot, really good. Like I said, it was like maybe 700 when other Quantum Dots are like 1,000. So knowing that it's also a Samsung monitor, just like the Asus and the other brands that are that caliber, it's the same monitor. Yeah. That MSI is stellar for gaming. This is for 2K gaming. It's amazing. The other monitors I have, and I've had them for like, I don't know, 5 years maybe even longer. They're the Acer XF270HU. They're nothing special. Not gaming monitors. I mean, they're 2K. They're like 6-year-old gaming monitors. This is before OLEDs were a big deal. I bet you they're very cheap now. Maybe I don't even make it. It's LCD. Oh yeah, these are old. They don't make them anymore. I would say that looks like they're like $100 these days on eBay. And they were great for gaming too. 144 hertz. I get full 140 frames of the 3080 Ti for gaming. So they're not bad. They're just like I need something with a little more crystal clearness, so I need to go OLED. Asus is very good, yeah. But when it comes to monitors, like you said, like all monitors are either LG or Samsung. It doesn't matter what brand you get. The screen is made by one of those two companies, and they're both amazing companies. So any one of those companies that uses either LG or Samsung monitors are good. Like this MSI is a Samsung. You just have to know which is which. Very good. Like I said, I like this bullzone push. It's actually, bear zone, bullzone push is actually looking pretty nice. So we know the possible setup. Bear zone, bull zone, if it breaks and it supports 592, I always take a long here to there and we play the sandwich game. I do all manual trading. All my trading is manual. Let's take it. Let's take it, baby. Let's go. Like I said, I wait for my confirmation. I just took a small trade. Nothing big. Nothing big. Just one contract. Someone's that perfect viewer printing. Oh, yeah, yeah. Do I talk to the Kane Capital guy still? I still do on occasion. Noah and I chat from time to time on Twitter. Alejandro went and got himself a big boy job in finance. He's working for a big firm. So, yeah, they had a pretty strong community. But, you know, he got an offer he couldn't refuse for sure. Do you have a promo code for Rocket Place? Yeah, yeah. Well, it's already baked into the thing. Hold on. Here. Go here. What's my confirmation look like? Number one, resilience is positive. Number two, so let's talk about it. All right, right now, positive resilience in the S&P is usually a push from here to here. Okay. To fill the gap. At minimum, it's a trade to here. So at minimum, it's to there. Number two, I always long bear zone to bull zone every single time as long as there's no catalyst and as long as there's no VIX risk interval. Outside of DD band, I will trade strong pivots only. Bear zone top, bull zone bottom, monthly hedge pressure. This is bear zone bottom. Every single trade time, I take this every single time. The catalyst line is here. Cat is a no-go. Trade is a go. On our stats, 92% of days close above here. 8% of days close below there. It's a good possible reversal print or reversal setup for this sell-off today. You missed those guys? Oh, you found us on their podcast? Oh, cool. Yeah. I was on their I did one podcast with Trading Camp, but then I also was on the King Capital Beat the Bell show. What the heck? MSI. The maintain panel image quality, panel protect function will automate active. What the heck? Hold on. Some kind of OLED. I don't even know what this is. So my monitor's going to flicker a couple times. Hold on. My monitor's resetting. You guys can see my screen. I can't. Something came on the screen. It didn't give me, like, my monitor popped up with a message that was like, execute. It was like, this is what's happening. Some OLED protection feature. Your monitor's going to flicker for a couple minutes. And it said execute and cancel. And the cancel was grayed out. I couldn't cancel it. So now my monitor is going to some kind of weird OLED protection mode. What the hell? Now I can't even see my screen. Y'all can see my screen right here. I can't see it. It's black. So I'm having to like stare at my encoder to execute where my mouse is. So now I can move my mouse to here. Oh my goodness. It's my first day with an OLED monitor. Prevents OLED from burn-in. The OLED Care Protect panel can't be canceled. Yeah, like, you guys can see it. This is what... I had to Google it. This is... Hold on. This is what happened. I got a screen that said this. Is it like the old... Am I at risk with an OLED of like the old school screens? Like, you remember the old big TVs that would like burn the image in? You guys play your Nintendo for too long? And you would see like Super Mario Brothers like burnt into your TV? Remember those days? So some kind of OLED protection thing or something. The protect function may take several minutes to complete. The power indicator will blink orange when the process is done. What the heck? How do I not have this happen? Well, maybe I can have it do like at night. What the heck? It's too hot in Texas. What's happening? Is my monitor getting too hot? I can actually see on my encoder, which is grabbing the feed from the cord outside my computer to the capture card. I can actually see my screen on another screen, which is good. It says it'll take several minutes to complete. This is crazy. What the heck? Wait, the monitor, 50-inch TVs work awesome as monitors. That's a lot of people I know use those. Big monitors. So $779 in the US, $230 cheaper than here on Amazon. Can you order it from the US and ship it for less than $230 to save the difference? But like relative to the other monitors in the same class, the MSI was like the cheapest Samsung. So, and I love it. It was so like the HDR was so bright. I've never seen reds so red on a monitor. It's crazy. How's my trade doing? Am I making money? I only have one contract on the table there. I need a screen reader. Pixel cleaning is what it says it's doing. What the heck? I wish I could turn my camera so you could see it. Literally, the screen is black. I can't see anything. Now my monitor's turning back on. Hold my flicker for a minute. Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. This was so weird. Hold up. Are you gonna turn back on? What's going on here? Now it just turned off. It's no longer flickering. I guess the process is still not over. The monitor is not even seen in Windows anymore. Okay, that's odd. All right. All right, bear zone to bull zone. Hang tight, guys. We'll see if this thing turns back on. Who the heck is going on here? I don't know, guys. Oh, wait. I see a light. See the light. Oh, my mouse. Okay, this is the weirdest thing ever. All right, here we go. All right, we're back. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We're back. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, that's not it. Hold on. That's not it. I need to research this. Oh, that's it. So my encoder no longer sees the monitor. That's a shame. All right, I guess we gotta cut the stream off. Hold on. Let me see if I can do a desktop capture. OLEDs burn bad. Yeah, so I gotta have it do this like go on standby later. All right, guys. I didn't know it did that. And then give me an option to cancel it. Whatever. All right, I'm in the log trade. I'm into bull zone. Gonna get about 15 points from here. It's about a 2-to-1 trade. Looking good. So I'll let you guys report on this one, how well it does. I think we're good. We're out of the catalyst zone. Things are looking okay. So hopefully we break above DD bands and keep going. Nice big fat V. Let's see if we get it. All right, love you guys. We'll see you later. All right, we'll do Zoom call today. Full Zoom call. We're back 3:30 Eastern. Show up. We'll be here live. All the members come out. If you haven't taken the courses, $19.99. Literally, that's it. $1 a class. It's the best trading course you'll ever see in your life. Literally the best. We'll teach you stuff. Mic drop moment for 20 bucks in the very first class. You will never find anything even close to what we teach. Not even close. Full refund within 3 days. There have been 0 people who've ever asked for a refund. I promise you that. So literally made it dirt cheap for nothing. All proceeds go to support the platform. We built a trading platform for you guys. Rocket Scooter is a whole new trading method. We're reinventing analysis. We're throwing away technical analysis. We are starting over with positional risk. We look at options positions and futures positions to find out direction of market. Have a happy New Year, you guys. We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all in the daytime tomorrow. But come to the Zoom call. I'm gonna go play with my OLED and figure out what's going on.